Pisces, hello and welcome to your summer 2024 shapeshift reading. We're looking at the shape you're shifting out of, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shapeshift looks and feels like for the summer season. I'm Andy, I'm your reader, and I am joined by all of the Krans decks. We've got the animal deck, we've got the archetypes, we've got the wild unknown, of course, and we're going to use them to look at your shapeshift for the summer. These readings are meant to be viewed at the beginning, at the midpoint, and again at the end of the summer so that you can look back in hindsight and see how you've shifted through the season. Okie doke. Pisces, let's see what's up. What's your shapeshift for the summer season? The bee. Who else got the bee? Was it Leah? Oh, the hawk. Ooh. Okay, that's quite a shift, Pisces. From like something so small, so micro, to just like suddenly becoming so big and getting such a wider perspective. Like imagine the perspective of the bee. It's just like flower to flower to flower, and then the hawk just sees for miles and can see the smallest thing. But it's like your range of sight is wildly expanded somehow this summer. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Let's see what that shapeshift looks and feels like with the archetypes for Pisces. That's too many. Okay. What does this shapeshift from bee to hawk look and feel like? Gnosis. Good God. Ooh, okay. Let's take a look at this together. Let's start by reading the bee in the guidebook. Okay. Krans, tell us about the bee. Earnest, hardworking, democratic. The bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties at once. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. Interesting. Bee is the creative details. The hawk has the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work, and then they gripe, and then they sting. When in balance, the bee is content, active, and vibrant. When out of balance, the bee is overworked and annoyed. To bring the bee into balance, you need a mini vacation. Amazing. Okay, let's see what the hawk is bringing to this shapeshift. Watchful, all-seeing messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Although it may seem small or insignificant, bumblebee, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, the hawk sees clearly, intuitively. When out of balance, the hawk sees too much and is suspicious. To bring it into balance, you need a perspective shift. Whoa. Okay, Pisces. So it's almost like these are happening simultaneously because, like I said earlier, the hawk can see the perspective of the details that the bee can see and hold that perspective simultaneously with the wider view, the big vision. But there could be something really, really important here about things that seem small and insignificant are certainly not this summer, and especially with Saturn moving through your sign. There is gravity with you. Okay, let's read about Gnosis. I don't think I've ever gotten this card, or it's been a really long time. Let's see. Okay, this is towards the end of the sequence. XX5. Okay, here we go. Which way does it go? That's the question, I guess. Okay, innermost knowing and mystic truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books or on library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that arises from the felt experience, Pisces, of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to Gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, like involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling. Not knowing is their job description. Amazing. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip towards mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of Gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. Ugh, that's so gorgeous. I love this idea of Gnosis, of knowing, as both being the smallest, most minuscule player in the game, and also being the holder of the wider vision, seeing everything everywhere all at once. It's really, really interesting. What else does it say? Contemplating the mystery, unanswerable questions. When out of balance, Gnosis can lead to over-intellectualizing and literalizing and asking everybody else for knowledge, for wisdom, for advice. This card relates to the riddle and the shapeshifter. All concern themselves with revealing mystic truths. Those who say they know, don't. Those who say they don't know, know. That's amazing too, because I thought there's a card in this deck called, I think it's Kairos, but it basically talks about mythic time. And I was thinking about Saturn in Pisces and realizing that is mythic time. Saturn is time. Pisces is so mythic. And so it's like in this space, Saturn transcends literal or linear time and expands into this much more esoteric space. And so I really love this being able to hold two experiences at once, seemingly contrasting experiences at once, and realizing this is Gnosis. Both all knowing and knowing nothing. Okay, but we gotta get into this now. I'm gonna use the other decks. We have the Wild Unknown here and the Liminal Space. We're gonna basically do a whole reading for this energy and what it's bringing into your energy this summer. So if this is resonating so far and you'd like to take it further, you can click the link in the description below, and that will take you to the shifting space. This is where we will investigate these readings together over the course of the entire summer season. You can access the full reading for not only Pisces, but all 12 zodiac signs. There's a community chat space where we will loop in all of the astrology. We meet to watch the readings together. It's a really supportive space, and if that's something that you could use this summer, I hope to see you there. All right,